Samuel Hunter is a lot. He's an author as well as he's an actor here in Florida. And if I'm not mistaken, Samuel, you were actually in, is it a documentary or is it a film?
It's a documentary film, yeah.
Please explain exactly this film because it's actually what's going on, the topic of what's going on here locally.
Well, the title of the documentary is the Groveland Four Documentary. It's based on the four African Americans who were basically framed for doing something they didn't do in a rape. And the character I play is 16-year-old Charles Greenlee, who was 16 years old at the time of being charged. And it's been coming out on PBS. It was produced by WCF-TV. And right now, well, the last time I heard, they were trying to get a national distribution deal going with that.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a huge platform to be on and the character to play. And I wanted to ask you this for a long time. How did it feel playing that, he's not the character, he's a real man. But how did it feel to play that role and to get that role? And how did that feeling actually felt though, being in this? It's very serious.
Definitely. Well, first, one of my friends, Zach, he is the one who told me that they were having a casting for it. So without him, I wouldn't have known about it. I submitted, I came in there, auditioned, and I got the role. But playing it, it was tough because once I started to really do my research and read books and stuff into it, it started to take a hard emotional toll on me. Just knowing that there was that much evil in people that you don't care about ruining somebody's life and really lying on somebody and chasing people down. They killed one of them, Ernest Thomas, and everything like that. But being inside of Charles' body and playing him, it honestly helped me more than it had an emotional toll on me, because Charles at the time, he was very positive. He had a very light outlook on the world and everything like that. And regardless of his circumstances, which being put in this horrible situation, he still was showing love to all these people who, even though they hated him and tried to persecute him, stuff like that. And for me as being as Sam, I know for a fact I wouldn't have been that lighthearted. I would have been ready to fight somebody. I would have been angry.
Yeah.
And so being able to step into his shoes and see, okay, he's looking at this situation differently, it actually opened up my heart in a different way and made me look at the world a little bit different and want to give people love and patience, even if they are throwing hate back at me or whatnot.
Wow, he was only 16, correct?
Only 16, yeah.
So you had to play a 16-year-old. But how do you actually play this role as being in their shoes, knowing how they feel?
Really, what the main thing I was trying to do was think about his perspective and how he was looking at it, because he was, at the time, he was only in a train shed and he got picked up by cops who kind of was wondering, why are you out here this late at night? It was 2 in the morning or something like that, and there had been a robbery somewhere down the street, and they were trying to figure out, okay.
Well, they said it was 60 miles away. It's pretty far from where he was located.
Yeah, no, he was at complete opposite sides where the actual accusation took place. But they just took him into jail, just say, okay, if nothing comes up on you overnight and you're not connected to this other thing going on, you'll be okay. And so he got taken in, and then, it started going
downhill from there.
Yeah.
So, if I'm not mistaken, this actually never happened.
No, it never happened. No, she made it up.
The whole time.
The entire. Yes, yeah. There was 2 of them helped her and her husband at the time. They were broken down on the side of the road. They helped them out. But something happened, one of them, they got in an altercation, something like that, and then she started making up stuff, basically saying they raped me and this, that, and the other, and then, stuff that they needed 4 people to blame because she said it was 4 people.
So she just claimed the rape period of a situation that never happened. She just claimed it, maybe because of what the argument was, who knows.
Yes.
And that alone, she stuck with the story.
They
had to grab whoever was around. And in that time, it's they will most likely grab another race. Because of the situation of that time.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you will go. Yes, you will. Not just that, they created cases and they made cases, on their own.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Hey! Yeah.
All right, so tell us, what's your question today?
So I wanted to know from Sam was, after, acting, in a role like this, how did you like mentally decompress? Because I used to find myself like when I watched a lot of old documentaries about stuff like this and segregation and racial tension. It's hard to even walk away from that film feeling some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you be able to? Because you probably worked on that for a couple of months.
Yes, yeah.
How did you decompress and not allow it to also like change your mindset mentally and start to like affect your everyday life?
That's a really good question. The main thing that I learned is listening to some happy music, but like even beyond that, hanging around like good, positive energy friends who don't really thrive off of any type of negativity. So like just being around them naturally will like uplift my spirits. And what was this? I'm sorry. What was the second part of the question?
I said, how did you allow it to like? How do you decompress? How do you allow it to not affect your everyday life? In a way, look at people a certain way, or
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you. For a little while, it did. Like for a few months, where I was kind of looking at people like just kind of expecting the worst out of them, but at the same time trying to hang on to that one part of Charles that like wanted to give people a second chance and wanted to look at things in a brighter way. And after a while, I started to like really just kind of like read different Bible verses and just pray like, God, like I know this happened a long time ago. I know it's still possible to happen, but I just don't want to have my mindset like look at the world negatively. So that's pretty much how I handled that.
Well, you met his family, right?
Yes, I did. They were very cool to me. That was I think that was the most proud part of the whole like situation for me.
Because you approached them and they know you played
Yes.
his family member.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing that you played their family member when they met you, did they say anything? Did you feel anything?
Yes. Like, because before the whole process started, I kept saying, Mom, I wish I could meet him. Mom, I wish I could meet him. And then they were at the premiere and like I was about to cry. I was so happy. And I met his daughter and she was just saying how happy she was that I conveyed that innocence in him, especially during the court period. So that's all I wanted was them to be proud of
I saw
that.
a couple of still shots of you in the court. It was just, when I seen it, I felt like I was there.
Dang.
I really did. And I was so proud of you because I'm like, and that's my boy, Samuel.
Hey.
It's a great question.
That was a really good question.
Please give out your social media because I want others to follow your work. I think you're very, very intelligent, very smart at what you do.
Thank you. My social media is just Samuel I. Hunter. Samuel I. Hunter.
That's it.
That's it. Simple, yeah. Real simple.
Thank you, caller, so much for calling in.
Thank
we
you.
really appreciate that question. That was a great question. Thank you for following us. And thank you for being a part of a family.
Hey.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, that was great.